Welcome to another video on investing in stock. This video is about an investment I just did this week. I spent $1,000 investing in a particular stock. So I decided to invest my $1,000 in this organization called Aphria. Aphria is an organization into pot, weed, marijuana, cannabis, whatever name you call it. That's what they do, and they try to they create cannabis for recreational use, medicinal use, and diverse stuff. So I decided to take a position. Not that I smoke weed, but just because the future of this organization looks really bright. And from my due diligence, I'm going to make a whole lot of money from this organization. I'll show you these potentials now, why I decided to invest here. Now, I entered this market late, and this is because I only got to notice it when it was 885 in a Discord group. Someone mentioned it, and I looked into it and said, okay, let me do my due diligence and see what's going on there. So by the time I started, it was 885. I got in when it was 1022, and that was on the 13th of January. In 2 days' time, as at Friday, it's already up. It closed at 1242. So if you're like a short-term trader and the whole lot, you find out that you're up already with $242 extra within 2 days, which is good if you were to buy short and just sell and walk off. As at the 14th, Thursday, the 14th of January, they did come out and announce a profit made based on their quarterly financial statement. And it came out here that Aphria post quarterly profit, cannabis demand. So why did they make that profit? Yeah, was an increase in the demand for cannabis and pot product during the lockdown. A whole lot of people needed something to keep themselves going on. So there was a whole lot of increase. And not just that increase, also the fact that the Democrats secured control of the US Senate. So this paves way for the Congress to potentially approve the legalization of cannabis at the federal level in the United States. Now, mind you, as of December, the legalization of cannabis was passed in the House of Representatives, and the Democrats actually pushed this bill. The Democrats came on at the back of it that if you vote us in, we will legalize marijuana at the federal level. And right now, the national level is being passed. 15 states currently use cannabis for recreational use and the whole lot in the United States, although it's still not passed at the federal level. So, just these two main reasons, it shows that the future is bright now that the United States is being led by the blue, the Democrats. Congress, House of Representatives, the presidency, which is the executive arm, these three can work together and legalize marijuana in the federal level. And just to back up my my position here, you can see the BBC News here saying U.S. House passes federal cannabis decriminalization bill. This was on the 4th of December 2020 when they mentioned this news. And it says national level for the first time, it calls for removing cannabis from the list of federally controlled substances and erasing certain federal convictions. So that is the BBC News reporting that what happened. Also, CNBC, they talked about what 2020 revealed about the future of marijuana legalization in the United States. And if you come further down here, the news says now 15 states, along with the District of Columbia, have legalized marijuana for adult recreational use. 36 states permit medical use of the drug. About a month after the election, the Democratic controlled House passed the Marijuana Opportunity Reinvestment and Expungement Act, which is called the MORE Act. And this bill would legalize marijuana at the federal level and implement sweeping regulations and reforms surrounding the drug. So the future is already bright for organizations like this. And for Aphria, they're already making moves, taking a massive position, looking at the future, knowing that the US will legalize this going forward in the next 3 to 4 years. On that note, they're already taking a position. If you brief, as at December, they announced that Aphria and Tilray combined to create the largest global cannabis company. So that is two companies coming together to create the largest one. And that's a measure. And in this measure, Aphria shareholders will own approximately 62% of outstanding Tilray shares on a fully diluted basis. So having a position with Aphria means you'll be taking over Tilray as well. Like that's it. So which is good. However, the ticker symbol will still remain TLRY, which is currently being traded under Tilray. It will still remain the same, but Aphria owns 62% on a fully diluted basis. So that's massive news, and not just that, not just them combining to create the largest global cannabis company. These guys are already looking at buying a beer maker, Sweetwater, for 300 million. So it says here, after Wednesday, it plans to buy craft brewer Sweetwater Brewing Company for 300 million as it looks to expand into the United States while becoming the first major pot producer to enter the alcoholic beverage market. The deal gives Aphria a US distribution point at a time when cannabis is gaining broader acceptance in the country, with four more states voting to legalize recreational cannabis on Tuesday, and the Democrats. This is the right direction. They're positioning themselves already, looking at the future, hoping that things will get better and they will make money. And once they make money, shareholders will make money as well. So this is a good stock with good potential. So you should take position there. What are analysts saying here? Buy. They're all recommending you to buy, hold, because it will outperform and the whole lot. So there's a whole lot of positive going on right now. I own 100. I'll buy more into this because I know where it's going. I just have to sit down and look at how the shares will perform going forward. And just to get in depth with my analysis, Simply Wall Street. This is what I use to help myself out. Um, so right now it's trading 44.8% below the estimate of its fair value. Yeah. And earnings are projected to grow 89.98, let's say 90% per year. That's earning to grow. So looking at it, if you are like a short-term trader, 7-day return 45.7%. That is massive. And a year return 129.9%. That is 130% return. That is higher than the Canadian pharmaceutical industry and the Canadian market. So which is a massive return. In 5 years, it's projected to give you a shareholders return of 1,240.7%. That's massive. That's in 5 years. So whatever you invest right now, in 5 years, you know what that implies, and the fact that your interest compounds. So that is more money for yourself going forward. News here, Aphria wonderful 798% share price increase shows how capitalism can build wealth. So if you're looking to build wealth, these are the things you should be looking at. Taking risks in organizations like that, even if you don't smoke weed or you don't smoke pot, you can make money from from it. This is like news of 1 week ago. So what's the valuation? It's under is like I said, it's undervalued. I got it at 10.22. I know some people got it lower than what I did, but I still got it at a very, very undervalued price, which means there's room for me to grow, for me to make money. Okay, let's see the financial health. It says here that their short-term asset exceed their short-term liability, their short-term asset exceed their long-term liability, and their debt to equity ratio is considered satisfactory at 35.7%. So is there any trading going inside the organization? So 0 to 3 months ago, so you had one person here buying shares worth over 3 million, about 4 million shares within the organization. And that's to show you that they believe in the stock, they know what's going on, and that's why they're buying. And if you look at the top 25 shareholders, yeah, you have big players investing in this organization. The Vanguard Group is there. You have BlackRock Incorporation, Morgan Stanley Investment Banking Brokerage, TD Asset Management. You even have the Swiss National Bank Asset Management and Wolverine Asset Management. They have the British Columbia Investment Management Corporation, JP Morgan Chase. So these are like organizations investing heavily in this organization. And the reason why they're doing this is because they so much believe in what's going on, and they know this is going to make money. That's why they're taking a position right now. With this in mind, I'm taking a position as well. I know it will make me money. I'll just show you real quick. Let's see what other people in this industry, what are they what? Like, is Aphria just making money while others are like sitting behind, or are they catching up to others? Let's just see what's going on. One of the biggest player in this other industry is called Canopy Growth. So what is Canopy Growth doing in this industry? How much are they selling for? So Canopy Growth currently sells at 42.49 Canadian dollars. It's still on the it's still an undervalued stock, but this is an in the same industry. If you're selling at 42.49 and Aphria is currently at 12.42, it means Aphria is a good buy because it's going to expand and it's going to get larger, even bigger than Canopy Growth. So why make an investment in Canopy Growth at that particular at their price point when Aphria is something that is going to catch up in no time? So 5 years projection here is 1,450. 5 years, that's massive though. And we look at another company in Kronos Group. So these are all players in the industry. If you see, they're all doing good. Currently, this is 1394. So the same level with Aphria right now. 1394. That's what they closed on as at Friday. And one more, Aurora. This is another massive group in there. And what are they selling for? What did they close on Friday? 1530. So you find out that they are all on the same level, and they will all grow in the next 5 years. So it's best you start thinking of a position, start making a position, take your position in organizations like this, because it will only give you money going forward. So that's it completely. If you're new to this channel, I will encourage you to please subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and smash the like button. For those of you already subscribed, thank you very much for your subscription. I sincerely appreciate. Please leave a comment below. Just tell me what you think about this investment. Did I invest my 1,000 right? Do you think it's going to bring more money, or do you think I should have invested elsewhere because those other organizations will give me more money? Just tell me what you think about it.